Yo, what's up, Bleach fans? This is Rafael from C Manga, and I'm here to review chapter 524, The Drop. And it was a good chapter. In typical Bleach fashion, it was damn fast as hell, I have to give you that. But more, no less, it was really good, very enjoyable, especially if you like, fight scenes, and if you like Unohana and Zaraki. So, yeah, from what we see in the chapter, it continues from where the last one ended with Zaraki and Yuchiri, if you like to say that, Unohana fighting, and Unohana is pretty much dominating Zaraki no matter how much he's, doing stuff. She's all over him. Um, she even comments that ones who use their sword with one hand do nothing with the remaining arm. It looks like they're not enjoying the fight. Um, this was after like she cut him with like a blade that's hidden in her sleeves, and Kenpachi's a bit peed off by that, saying that you've changed, a lot. It's like using tricks, to cut your opponent, and he's like, I used to look up to you, and then she's screaming back, don't say stuff like that to your opponent while you're fighting, and he end up slamming into a wall. She also explains, I didn't change at all. Basically, the last time I've fought you, I didn't even have time to use those kind of tricks. And then Kenpachi's like, so what? Are you saying that I've got weaker? And he's like, he goes on to talk about how he used to look up to her. He's like, everything he cut, trees, bugs, people, whatever he did, it was boring. He's like, it was pretty much the same as, swinging his sword in the dark. But when he fought against her, it was the first time he actually felt fear in a fight. And he's like, that's the first time he actually enjoyed fighting. And he's like, he ended up deciding that he wants to fight like her. And he's like, and now, I'm gonna die here. Am I gonna die here without being able to defeat you? And we actually see him crying, which was really surprising. The whole panel of like Kenpachi, of all people, flipping crying. But I guess this is something that's very, valuable or special to him. So for him to not beat her and then end up dying, that must hurt him a lot. But yeah, and then the next panel that's of that thing after he was crying confused me, because it's like we saw a sword go straight through his neck, and it's like, what the flip, is he dead? And it's like we see blood coughed up, the blood went onto his Unohana's face, but then the next thing it's like he's woken up. He's like, what the hell was that? And then she's like, what happened? For a moment it looked like you passed out. And then I think this is pretty much the same thing that happened when Ichigo fought Kenpachi. Basically, he got scared. He basically got scared and he hallucinated and ended up thinking that he was dead or got stabbed through the throat. But he carries on and he's like, oh crap, what was that? He's like, I can't really think about that. I need to hurry up and focus on this fight. So he wants to end this quickly. And yeah, Unohana has a bit of a monologue herself, saying that he can't die. He's like, every time he nearly crosses the border of death, he becomes stronger. And it's like, this is the mistake apparently she imposed on him, and also her sin. So dun dun dun, what does that mean? I'm guessing she did something in the past to Kenpachi to make him the way he is now, seeing as it's like every time he's near death he comes back stronger, like he's some Saiyan or something. Something like that. But yeah, the chapter was really good. Before I just assumed this was a fight, for training purposes, but it seems a bit more than that. It's like, I'm assuming Unohana most likely will die, as much as I don't want that to happen, or is going to be severely injured from this fight, because this seems like this is all to teach Kenpachi, like to fight seriously, like to, regardless of whether he wants to enjoy it or not, he needs to fight, like to win, because obviously that's not what he does in the past, and he ends up getting himself cut up or put on death row nearly with his reckless fighting style. So she's saying that he has to fight with everything he can, and maybe this might even unlock his Zanpakuto. Who knows? Maybe not. But it seems like this fight is to somewhat train him, but at the same time, it's like to teach him to grow up. Like, even when she mentioned that, like, oh yeah, using only one arm to swing his swords. Where if we remembered before, he did learn a bit of kendo, and what happened when he used that, he pretty much nearly just killed. Well, yeah, he freaking murked Noitoro when he did that. He two-handed swing, and he's like, he said he hates doing that, but you know, seems to be what this whole fight is about. Regardless of whether he likes it or not, he needs to learn how to fight properly and fight to his serious potential or maximum capability. So yeah, it's good chapter. It was very fast. You can't really expect more or hope for more, because this is Bleach. This is the pace, and I think it's moving along quite fast, because I actually thought it was gonna leave this fight and go to something else, but it didn't. So you know, well done, Kubo. This is looking good, and I'm very interested to see what's happened next. Also, before I forget, I forgot to mention at the beginning we see you know, Unohana's left a letter for her Lieutenant Usane, and Kenpachi left his eye patch for Yuichiro. So I'm guessing these are like mementos from themselves to their, you know, lieutenants, the closest people to them, saying like, yeah, I may not be coming back, especially seeing as Isane was crying and Yuichiro had an upset face, which he usually doesn't, usually the cheerful type. So, you know, this does seem like this is a death battle, rather a death battle with a lesson to learn, and it doesn't seem like both of them are going to walk out of this fight fine. So yeah, Kubo's definitely piling on the dark effects and story into this, man, and it's really good. I'm enjoying it so far, and yeah, that's, as I said, that is my prediction. This is to train Kenpachi in a twisted way. So yeah, but enough of that monologuing and repeating. What do you guys think of the chapter? I really did enjoy it. I really did think it was worth the read. And I know, what do you guys think? Do you agree with me? This is to train Kenpachi to learn how to fight properly. Do you think Unohana might die? And what else do you think? Did you enjoy it? And as usual, if you like the video and the chapter, leave us a like, it helps us out, and subscribe for more content in the channel, and I'll see you guys for the next chapter.